What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be getting more fall plants or veggies planted in because my plants up on my deck are like struggling. I think that they've been in these pots for too long. I haven't really been fertilizing them either. Oops. And we're dealing with some aphids. I've been picking off little cabbage, what are they called, caterpillar situations off of these. So we are just going to go out today and plug everything in. But first I want to get my green stalks all filled up with all of my salad greens and also some flowers. So let's go ahead and get into that first. So this green stalk here actually has a lot more space in it for me to plant in like salad greens and stuff. My other one, however, is quite full still with herbs. So what we might do today is trim back some of those and going ahead and dehydrate those for different seasonings and things like that. But first, let's go ahead and just get to work. All right, we got everything filled in. The only areas I did not fill in were the bottom row here, and that's mostly because certain pests can get in there, but I'm thinking about putting some flowers in there. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I will soon enough. But you can see on this one side over here, hold on, let me spin you around. This guy is still like busting with shard. We got sorrel, nasturtiums, marigolds, and we did have some calendula down here, or not calendula, but what's it called? Oh shoot, chamomile down here. But I'm just gonna let that stuff live out its cycle. And then of course we have strawberries up top, which hopefully enough I can begin to fill out like some of these holes with some runners. But let me give you a quick look at this other guy's over here. So like I said, this guy is like completely busting with herbs, but also like the strawberries over here have put off so many runners that I have been able to plant in some of these pockets. This guy should actually be down in there like that, but hopefully enough, or hopefully soon enough, this entire green stalk will be filled with strawberry plants and herbs, and maybe we can get the same thing going on. But you can see all of those runners were successfully planted in there. Stick that one up in there too. But yeah, for the most part, there's nothing that I need to do over here because this thing is busting. So now I believe it is time for me to let go of everything in this bed. It has not been extremely productive, and so I want to turn everything around in here, add some compost, and going ahead and just plant out as many fall veggies as I possibly can fit in this, I believe, 6x2 space. So let's go ahead and clear it out, throw some compost on, and plant her up. All right, so everything is settled in. Down here, I put in some kale, one single little Swiss chard. These three are all cabbages between, it's either Copenhagen or no, it's the Copenhagen market. I thought that was two different ones on here. So three little cabbages, some calendula, these are kohlrabi, and then all of these up front are beets. So this bed is completely planted. And we still have quite a few plants that can go out. These nasturtiums here, I believe I'm gonna pop more of those in the green stalks just because I love the way they look. So maybe the older spent ones I'll go on ahead and replace with these little guys. And then the lettuces and then the remaining beets I'll probably just pop in here and there in between some things. But I have tons more. That was completely out of frame. I have quite a few more Swiss chards. I have some rutabagas here that I started, but they are quite stretched, so I don't even know if they are worth planting in or not. But like I said, I'll just kind of plug all the rest of this stuff in between things. I feel like I'm gonna have to make an executive decision here really soon in regards to like all of my tomato plants, because technically we are maybe about 50 days from our final frost. I want to say it's somewhere around like October 20th. I'll put it on the screen if I remember. But that means that I'm not going to have a lot more time to like grow some tomatoes to full maturity, at least as far as these slicers are concerned. And you can see, I mean, this is what I'm dealing with. They look really sad. I was hoping that I would get a lot more slicers, but at this point in the game, it's like, do I want to continue fighting them, or do I want to just pull these out and maybe put in something else? Probably won't put anything else in, but at least if I just get these plants out of here, it will allow for the energy in the soil to go into plants that I know for a fact that I can get more harvest out of. My peppers have been really sad this year as well, and I don't know what that's due to. Maybe you guys can leave me some tips down in the comment section below. But I don't know. As things are starting to phase out, I'm like, all right, what's really worth my time, child? Because I ain't even gonna hold you. I'll be exhausted coming out here and like expecting more. I know one thing that I kind of failed at this year was fertilizing. I want to say I fertilized everything once I put everything in, or when I put everything initially. But I have not done many rounds of liquid fertilizer, and that's just due to my own negligence. Like, you know, there's really not a reason why I wasn't doing it. I just wasn't. Even though I was out here every day, I just didn't take the time to like pour fertilizer in a can and blah blah blah. So that is something that I need to create a habit out of, especially with these fall plants, because they're gonna need some time to like really develop and get good and grown before it really starts getting cold. And I'm really faithful that this bed specifically that we just put in will see a lot more success, being that I just popped in some mushroom fertilizer and I used some land and seed compost to kind of like, you know, create some more fluffiness and add more nutrients in. I feel like this guy is really going to be good, but I'm really concerned about my 4 beds that have been here for the longest. I'm not sure what I need to add in to like really get that soil up to par. I've used bumper crop in the past, which is like a soil conditioner, and I'm feeling like maybe I'm not using enough of it. I don't know, child. I need help, but I do have to give myself grace because it's just me, you know. I don't have a staff. I don't have people that are regularly doing these fertilizing for me and turning over the soil and doing soil tests and shit like that. Like, it's just me, and I'm really just a hobby gardener. I don't know everything that I'm doing, so, you know, trying not to stress out about it, and I will not. So I'm trying to think what else I need to get done. I really just need to water everything in, and that's pretty much going to wrap this video up. Oh, there was one thing that I wanted to show you guys, which was a pleasant surprise, but we're gonna see what happens. Over here on my trellises, first of all, like what? I'm finally getting cucumbers. These are looking pretty dang nice, even though the leaves have tons and tons of powdery mildew, but I'm leaving them in here. These guys are on their way up, so I'm hopeful that maybe I'll get a little something out of those. But what I really wanted to show you was this guy. Yay. And I already know they probably ain't gonna have enough time to like come to full maturity and like harden and everything out here. I might have to pull it in before the frost comes and kill it. But then again, I may, you know, I might get a little something out of these little squashes. I believe they're butternut squashes, which is a winter variety, which means that, you know, basically it can overwinter or store nicely over winter. And there was one more thing that was a pleasant surprise that I wanted to show you guys. We are finally getting some okra on some of my plants, but that's not what I wanted to show you. Some of my cowpeas have dried, and I already brought them inside, so we'll go inside real quick. But just wanted to show y'all like this little patch here. Oh, this one is, she's a little dry. You can hear it. Last night, me and my daughter shelled some cowpeas for the first time. This is my first time growing them, so I don't know why I thought that I was gonna do, I don't know why I decided to grow these, because I know I'm not gonna have enough to like really have like a substantial meal, but I more so was just curious about how they grew. So back there in my garden, I wanna say there's only like 3 plants out there, but this is exciting. I mean, anything that's new is exciting, right? So, I don't know. Y'all, I really want to cry right now. I just got stung. I was in the middle of ranting about, you know, having teenagers. And this dude right here was like riding the wave of me being like outside to indoors, was hanging out around my wrist apparently, and like told me to shut up and freaking stung me. So yeah, the last time I got stung pretty good, it swole up really bad. So I'm hoping that this doesn't get too bad, because I gotta work tomorrow and this is my working hand. So right now I have some calendula salve that I can put on it, but I cleaned it off with some witch hazel, and in the case that that doesn't do the trick, I'm gonna try some calamine lotion. But yeah, RIP to my dude, because oh, he's still moving and shaking in there. I want to say this might be a yellow jacket, which was what I got stung by last year. But I mean, you probably can't see really good through this plastic, but the stinger is out, exposed, and he is dying a slow death. So thanks for nothing, bud, because now I'm injured. Just wanted to tell you guys that. So at this point, I'm just logging like how fast this has swollen up. Yeah. I mean, let me see if I can set this up. I don't have this on my tripod, obviously, but this is what my wrist looks like, and this is what this is looking like after being stung. I just got done eating, so I'm now gonna ice it to see if that makes a difference, and I'll be back to share more. And by the way, he's still somehow, some way, still like surviving in this little bag. He's supposed to die. You're supposed to die. At this point in the video, I'm gonna go on ahead and cut this thing off. I got a lot more to do back there. And like I said, everything from here on out, I'm just kind of plug it in wherever I see fit. I don't see the value in like filming all of that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing what I did get done today. Go on ahead and stick around. If you want to enjoy more of the channel, go on ahead and subscribe. I thank you all so much for stopping by. I wish you health, wealth, and prosperity. And until the next time, peace.